Hey guys, my name's Ben, and I'm a yellow square cross-dressing cosplayer. I really didn't care to do a guide on Dizzy. Out of all the summoning characters, she easily has the most boring gameplay. In terms of personality and aesthetic, she might as well be a piece of paper with tits drawn on, and in terms of the community that plays her, yeah. The reason that I put in all the hard work and effort that I always do to making this video was that I've grown an unhealthy obsession with watching numbers go up. And based on previous videos, it seems that scantily clad women are pretty popular within the Guilty Gear community. So what better scantily clad woman than the most fetishized scantily clad woman of them all? Dizzy is a character that is very well known for her gameplay. Specifically the two pieces of gameplay in the front, the two in the back, and the furry/scaly type gameplay that permeates her entire character. She also has the selling point of looking legal while being young enough to where with enough lollipops you might have a chance. In terms of Dizzy's backstory, she is another one of the little girls that lives with Johnny in his flying sex dungeon. Or at least that was the case until Johnny, in a drunken stupor, forgot her in a forest. Luckily for Dizzy, the Guilty Gear universe has no lack of rich men with a taste for underage children, and so Kai quickly swooped her up and put a kid in her. In Revelator, you don't see much of Dizzy. This is due to the fact that she is combating extreme depression after witnessing how mentally deficient her child has become. So you may have noticed a common trend in my videos. That being, I don't actually know anything about any of these characters. But even when I did briefly play through the normal difficulty arcade modes to keep up with my Guilty Gear lore, I stayed far away from Dizzy, as she is probably the most aesthetically cringe character in the cast. So you're gonna have to bear with me as I go through her moveset. Yep. I see. This is very retarded. Sorry for the wait. I finished going through some advanced Dizzy guides, and I think I have a general grasp of the character now. Dizzy is a set play focused, zoner, blah blah blah, we just did this joke. However, unlike May, Dizzy is actually broken at everything, and there are no different types of Dizzy players, as they're just a hive mind that follow the lewdest Twitter accounts. That's not to say there aren't slight differences between Dizzy players, but they're negligible at best. This mainly stems from the fact that Dizzy's most optimal game plan is piss easy, but because she has to delay a summon sometimes, she apparently gets a pass. Then again, this is the same community that gives Johnny a pass because he wears sunglasses and a hat, so clearly, standards are not very high. To enable Dizzy's piss-easy gameplay, she has some pretty ridiculous normals. Now looking at each normal individually, they seem about average, some of them even worse than that. However, when you consider that for some reason she has some of those freeform Gatlings in the game, while also having the longest range sweep in the game, it's clear that Arxis made Dizzy's gameplay to suit the kinds of people that would enjoy Dizzy's aesthetic. Aside from being able to knock down from literally anything, for some ungodly reason, it was decided that the character with a comboable throw and some of the best mix-ups that give some of the highest return also needed a plus on block close slash, even though the character with no combo throw that instead gives the opponent half their burst back can get a non-jab plus normal to save their life. But I digress. She also gets to have two very good anti-airs when some of the cast can't even get a single functioning anti-air. Her air buttons differ a bit from her ground buttons. Instead of looking fine but being broken, they look broken and are broken. JP is basically a filler button, JK reaches about 7 character lengths on both axes, JS is just JK but worse, and JH exists so that any raccoon digging through your dumpster could pick up Dizzy and say they're playing neutral. Aside from these unholy buttons, she also gets to have 2 air dashes because she needs it. To accompany her buttons, she has a variety of fish that she can summon to her defense. And since I'm no fish expert, I think I'll leave the explanations to the professionals.
The largemouth bass has more than a big mouth. It's fast and powerful. Whoomph! That vacuum cleaner action? It's made possible by the way muscles and bones are arranged. Bear with me now.
So if you don't mind, I've gotten a couple of questions. I have a couple. Yeah, can you introduce yourself, Ben?
No, when I sit back down.
Oh, when you sit back down. Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll edit it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That's definitely going in the video though.
I'm not the one taking a fucking vomit here, but can you please introduce yourself, Ben? You know, we take our candidates very seriously. We need to have a very thorough background check on them.
Hello, my name is Ben. I'm a Yellow Square Guilty Gear player, and I'm here to interview for an adult video.
Why did you decide to take up a starring role in an adult video, Ben?
Well, you see, being a Yellow Square Guilty Gear player, turns out the only thing you can really earn is depression. And those Project L skins aren't gonna be buying themselves.
Well, you can definitely earn some good money here looking like that. What do you like to do for fun, Ben?
I like to 2D inside of every single block string. I like to ice spike YRC a lot. I like to air dash back and air dash forward.
Beep.
Ponies.
Ponies. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. So, is this your first time in an adult movie, Ben?
In an adult video, yes. But I do find myself wearing women's clothes and jerk.
Aside from Fish, Dizzy has a dizzying amount of special moves. However, in reality, other than Fish, only 3 of them are worth talking about. The most well-known out of these 3 is Ice Spike. This is her combo ender when you can't do any other ender. Other than that, if you choose to spend 25% meter, then it gives you the incredible advantage of having 25% less meter. Ice Spear is a great special for Oki, while also giving access to incredibly high damage combos. Lastly, there's her Bubble. This is easily the most broken out of the 3. Use it in combos, use it in Oki, use it to try and justify your miserable existence. Once you have a bubble set up, you can basically do whatever you want. And whatever you want will give you the time to set up another bubble. This creates the infinite bubble loop that virtually guarantees victory. Fortunately, Dizzy players' insatiable need to check Twitter every 3 seconds for lewd art prevents them from using any strategy other than air dashing towards the end of the round as fast as possible.
We're not done with the interview yet. We're not done with the. Oh, I see. Okay.
We're good.